exciting, isn't it? Look at this. It's a beautiful sunny spring, almost spring day. It's March 17th, 2019. Really the first day this year that we've had a chance to get into these hives and take a look and see how they're doing. I know I lost one hive over the winter, and I have 4 remaining, and I don't really know the status of them. I know one of them is quite strong, that one there on the end. The other 2 I'm not quite sure here at the start, so I'm going to pull them apart and just see how they're doing, how their resources are, and how they survived the winter. Here on the West Coast, we've had a kind of an unseasonably cold winter. We had a fair bit of snow, and even up until now, it's been quite chilly. So today, really, this weekend is one of the first days of the year that we've had some warmer weather. It's about 12 degrees Celsius, which is about, what's that, mid to high 50s Fahrenheit. So reasonably warm enough to get into these hives and just see how they're doing. So that's the plan today. Let's get to it. So this is the first hive I'm going to try and go through. These first in this first row, these couple. You can see pollen coming in. Look at that, beautiful pollen coming in. Yellow pollen, maybe dandelion. I think dandelion's orange actually, so not sure what the yellow is, but it could be any number of things, but that is great to see. As I mentioned, there are pollen patties on these, so that could be stimulating them as well. This hive here I'm a little more worried about. Not quite sure how they're going to do. There is some activity at the top. I believe their numbers are probably pretty small, but we'll check that out. We move over to these 2 here. This hive here I know is very strong. I had peeked in the top there a week ago and checked how they were doing on the sugar block, and just a lot of bees in there up in the sugar. This hive looks quiet right now, so I'm not sure. We'll check it out, see how they're doing, and pull off those winter wraps. Definitely pollen going into that hive too though, so that's a great sign. I like that. Yeah, lots of nice orange and yellow pollen. Fabulous. Look at that. There's a nice bit of pollen right there. Spring has sprung, folks. All right, this is the first hive. Look at that. Definitely a smell of apple cider vinegar here, because this sugar block here is made with apple cider vinegar. There's a pollen patty right there that I added a week ago. Look at that, the bees are all over it. And there's actually a pretty good number of bees in this hive, so that's a good sign. Loving it, loving it. All right, let's check it a little deeper. Maybe we'll spot the queen. Let's see. Take a look at that. We found Her Highness. You see her with the purple or pink marked dot on the abdomen there. Man, look at that, she's beautiful. We got a little bit of capped brood there. If I look closely, I'll probably see some eggs. I'm sure I'll see some eggs in here. In fact, I do see some eggs. Wow, look at that beautiful sight. And this hive's gonna be hopping, already full of bees. We'll probably be able to get a split or 2 off this hive before long. This is exciting, exciting. Look at the queen just doing what she does best. Looking for a place to lay. So I've got the hive right apart here, and there's a few dead bees on the bottom, understandably. They're not all gonna survive the winter. But look at the bottom of this. Man, it's just full of all sorts of junk. So what I'm gonna do is just scrape that off and kind of clean house for them a little bit. Spring cleaning. All right, let's do it. So this hive, the second hive, I was a little bit worried about this one, and it's definitely a different story. Take a look, just a few handful of bees up here. So, not sure if we'll find a queen or what we'll find in here, but let's take a little closer look. See what we got. Not great. Definitely more disappointing than the one right beside, but what are you gonna do? This hive has a lot of dead bees on the bottom. I don't see a queen. I think it's probably the numbers are just dwindling. I don't have a queen to supply this cluster right now, so what I'm gonna do is I think I'll just pack them up into their own little nuke and smaller box, and just kind of throw them in there, and maybe if I can find a queen somewhere, I'll put it in there, see how they do, or worst comes to worst, I'll just try and combine the few bees that are left with another hive. So combine them. All right, let's clean off this bottom board. So I've reduced it down just to a little nuke. So we'll see what happens. There's no queen in there, just a smaller cluster of bees. I don't think it's worth completely giving up on yet, but if I can't find a queen in the next sort of like few days, then I'll probably try and just combine it with another hive using the paper combine method. All right, let's move on to this row. This one here is next. We'll see how she's doing. Looking a lot better, more like the first one. Good cluster of bees there. Let's crack open the rest of the frames and see if I can find a queen. Outer cover, winter wrap is off. Let's take a look inside. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, there's a few bees in there, all right. We got our queen. She's got a nice little pink dot in there. It's actually mostly worn off. Oop, not good. A little slippage there, but you can see the queen going about her business. Great, so this hive is actually doing fantastic as well, coming out of winter. Great news, great news. All right, let's bundle this one back up. And finally on to the last hive. This here is gonna be the strongest hive. As you can see already, look at all the activity. Let's take a look inside. Wow. Look at how they've gone to town on that sugar block. They basically hollowed it right out in the middle. Yeah. Okay, let's crack this open. Wow. Okay, so this hive is just busting out. Like 3 stories deep right now. Going through these resources. They actually haven't consumed as much pollen patty as I would have expected, maybe because they're bringing in so much of their own pollen. I was hoping to get 3 out of the 5 hives survive the winter, and that's basically what I got. There's a 4th bonus hive there, this little guy right there. Small cluster, no queen, so that one I'm not sure is going to make it unless I can find a queen. I will try and combine it as well if I can't get a queen in short order. But the rest of the hives are hopping, ready for spring. It's a fabulous time of year. All right, that was amazing. That was so fun. First day of the year, 2019, and I expected just to go in and maybe do a little, you know, just checking out, sussing out the resources, seeing what they have left in terms of honey stores or sugar or whatever. And I ended up getting right into them and doing a full-out clean, spring cleaning. Cleaned out the bottom boards, scraped all the debris off, took them like basically right apart. So all 4 hives are now ready to go. Obviously, as I mentioned, one of them is queenless, so that's a problem. I'm gonna see if I can find a queen, maybe import one from California or somewhere like that. But if there's not one available, I'll have to try and combine those few bees with another hive. So yeah, so it's been great. It's awesome. I'll keep you posted as this journey of 2019 continues, and we'll do some splits. We're gonna raise some queens. We're gonna have a lot of fun, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Oh, and if you want to subscribe, do it.